So let's start with number 1. Compare angle 1 to angle 2. Anybody? Angle 1 is greater than. How do we know that angle 1 is greater than? Because 8 is greater than 7. Number 2, compare BC to EF. BC is greater than EF. How do we know that? Because 45 is greater than 40. Number 3, what is the value of x in simplest radical form? How can we find x? 6 squared plus 10 squared is equal to x squared. What is 6 squared? And what's 10 squared? So 136 is equal to x squared. What do we do next? We take the square root of both sides. So we get x is equal to the square root of 136. How can we simplify this? What comes out?
2 times 68.
2 times 68. So we have a 2. What comes out of 68?
2 times 34.
2 times 34. So we have 2 times 2 times 34. What else comes out?
The next one is 2 times 2 times 2 times 17. But if you take the 2 pairs, because you can't break down 17 anymore. So if you take the 2 pairs and then you multiply 17 and 2, it makes 34. So it's 2 square root 34.
So we have 2 square root 34. Perfect. If we have a triangle with sides 6, 10, and 2 square root 34, is this a Pythagorean triple?
No.
Why?
Because it's not a whole number.
So it's not a Pythagorean triple because this is not a whole number.
Is there a certain word for that? Like whole number? Would it have to be
A whole number?
just whole number? Okay.
Oh, you have to put that?
No, but you're going to have questions like that on the quiz, so that's why I ask. Number 4, what is the value of x in simplest radical form? How do we find x here? Robbie.
You would do 8 squared plus b squared.
What's our b?
Is the
What?
b, right?
Well, what's our b? X. So x squared. And what's our c? 9 squared. How did we know that 9 was going to be our c? Because it's across from the right angle. So what's 8 squared?
2 plus 4.
Plus x squared is equal to, what's 9 squared?
81.
So we do minus 64 from both sides. We have x squared is equal to 17. What do we do next? Take the square root. So what do we get for x? Can we simplify this? No. So that's our simplest form. So x is equal to the square root of 17. If we have a triangle with the sides of square root 17, 8, and 9, is this a Pythagorean triple? No. Why? Because they're not all whole numbers, so this is not a Pythagorean triple. Number 5, what is the classification of a triangle with side lengths 6, 8, and 10? What do we need to do first?
Add 6 and 8. See if it's over 10.
Well, it's not asking us if it's a triangle or not, so we don't even need to do that. So then we take 6 squared plus, what do we do next? 8 squared is equal to 10 squared. How did we know that 10 was going to be our c? Because it's the biggest one. So 6 squared is? And 8 squared? 64. So it's 36 plus 64. 100. Is 100 equal to 100? So what type of triangle would this be? A right triangle. Any questions on this page? All right, number 6. What is the classification of a triangle with side lengths 2, 5, and 6? What do we do first? So we do 2 squared plus 5 squared is equal to 6 squared. How do we know 6 was going to be our C? Because it's the biggest one. So what's 2 squared? What's 5 squared? And what's 6 squared? So 4 plus 25 is? Is 29 equal to 36? It's less than. So our C is bigger. So what do we know about this triangle? It's obtuse. What is the value of x in simplest radical form? How do we find x here?
2 squared plus x squared equals 5 squared.
How did you know 5 was going to be our C? Because it's across from the right angle. So what's 2 squared?
4 plus x squared equals 25 minus 4 equals.
So x squared is equal to? We take the square root of both sides. We get x is equal to? Can we simplify square root 21? What comes out of 21? What can we factor it into? 7 and 3. Can we factor 7 anymore? Can we factor 3 anymore? Do we have any pairs? So x is equal to square root 21 is our simplest form. So if we have a triangle with side lengths of 2, square root 21, and 5, is this a Pythagorean triple? No. Okay, number 8. Let's simplify the square root of 268. What comes out of 268?
134 and 2.
134 times 2. What comes out of 134? 4 and 67. 2 and 67. So we have 2 times 67 times 2. Can 67 be broken down anymore? No. Do we have any pairs? So what do we do with our pair? We take 1, 2 outside, and what do we leave inside? The 67. So our answer is 2 square root 67. Number 9. Simplify the square root of 26. Nicole, what are factors of 26? 2 and 13. Can 2 be broken down anymore? Can 13? Do we have any pairs? So what do we do now? You just leave it. So our answer is square root 26. That's our simplest form. Well, yeah, what's 2 times 13? 26. So square root 26. Can't do anything with this one. So number 10. What are 2 factors of 38? 19 and 2? Can 19 be broken down?
Yes, no.
No. So what do we do now? We leave it. Since we don't have any pairs, the simplest form is square root 38. All right, 11. 13 and what?
So,
And 13. So we have any pairs?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So what do we do with the 13?
From that one.
Put it on the outside. Do we have anything on the inside? Nope. So 13 is the simplest form.
If we like say it's like something like 144 and then you know it's 12, we should let it without doing it.
Any questions on this page? Last question. Find the range of values for x. Casey.
You do 12 is less than 5x minus 2.
12 is less than 5x minus 2. How did we know that 12 was less than?
Because 12's angle that's approximate is 38, which is less than 5x minus 2 is 40.
Perfect.
So then you add 2 on both sides. And then you get 14 is less than 5x.
Mm-hmm.
And then you divide 5 on both sides. But it isn't, like they aren't, what's the word for that? They aren't,
Divisible?
like you can't
Divisible.
divide them.
Yeah.
Divisible? They're not divisible, so it's just x is greater than 14.
Perfect. Alright, so that's everything you need to know for your quiz.